Good evening everybody and welcome back to Project Cars 2, where today I'm not recording from my PlayStation 4. Nuh-uh. As you can tell from my mouse moving about and the FPS counter in the top right, I am on my PC. I know, who'd have thought? So this is more like a test video rather than an actual legit episode. Well, then again, every single video I do on my channel is an actual episode of something. But the purpose of the video is to show that I'm not running any form of hardware. Well, I can't really show it because I haven't got a webcam or anything, but I'm actually using an Nvidia software, which I believe is called GeForce Experience or whatever, and I've tested it, good lord, tested it. It runs 4K, 60 FPS at like 130 bits, no, or was that the bit rate? I don't know, bit rate 130 for you streaming nerds out there. Running a GTX 1060, 3 gig, settings maxed out to the max, apart from super sampling because that completely like triples your GPU. So, plan for today is jump in the Formula A car around Monaco, or Azure if you really want to be specific for Project Cars nerds. Tweak around the settings a little bit and see what sort of lap times we can come up with. I mean, lap time isn't exactly a goal, it's just to see how the video comes out, because as of recording, I don't know if YouTube is going to upload this format into 4K. For all I know, it could upload it to 720p. But from test recordings, it's shown it does record in 4K, exceptional quality. I think it's going to do pretty well. Anyway, let's just run through the baseline setup. Well, it's not baseline because I edited it earlier. I don't want to save it because I haven't done anything. Just the usual Monaco setup, high downforce, high braking, radiator opening, let's bring that down a little bit, 40 degrees, rev limiter, traction control, about 55, ABS, yep, full and get SD on, front duct, bring that down a little bit, front down, bring that up to 10, then save over setup, existing setup, and we go! Oh, and of course it's got to be cockpit cam, hasn't it? Oh, even my DRS is saying hello. Hello! Right. Warm up lap, I think. Oh, there we go. DRS up. Not use any of the curves until my actual hot lap. Oh my word! It just flew off. That was most probably my front wing. Actually, let's take a look. Oh, it wasn't. Okay, that's good. Well, actually, I love this T-cam position. Actually, for this outlap, you're just going to get T-cam footage because I think it looks spectacular. Although I wish it was on the other side. Oh, as that's how I'm used to it on actual F1 games. Oh, Christ almighty. This is where you get to see the reflections in the helmet, on the mirror. You actually get to see proper detail on the steering wheel as well. But try not to lock up the brakes. And that'll be helpful through the chicane. Oh, just nearly hit the wall. Enter a swimming pool. Oh, just hit the wall a little bit. Swimming pool, cut a tiny bit, but that doesn't matter. And then I've got the video capped at 15 minutes. I've got to sort of try and make this short and snappy, but with a bit of actual content. Right, here we go. DRS, curves down the straight. Of course, regenerative in this spec car. Brake a little bit early because the brakes aren't quite up to temperature. Oh, you bugger! Right, let's pretend that corner didn't happen. Let's just say I pretended to cut turn 1. DRS up the hill. Oh, maybe not DRS. Brakes again. Try and get as much temperature in them as I can. My next lap, as this is a bit more of a warm-up lap. And even though I've got about, what, 55% traction control, still feels like I'm on the bloody edge. There we go. Come on. What I do love about these cars, these Formula A cars, is that they're very 2013 spec. Or 2011 spec. I'm going to say 2011 more because Still got the V8 engine, didn't have the platypus nose, and overall just looked really good. Although I think the 2012 cars look much better. Very unpopular opinion. I mean, hence look at the 2012 Ferrari and 2012 Mercedes-Benz. And surprisingly, this track is quite flowing in this car. Even though I've got so much steering movement, it's unreal. As long as you know how to correct it, oversteer should be no problem in the car. Right, let's see if I can not muck up turn 1. And brake a little bit earlier than normal. Oh, brakes are even overheating a little bit. Looks like this definitely isn't the braking distances of actual F1 cars from 2018. Oh! Well, 19 technically, because 2019 season's actually started. Left 1, down the hill, into Casino Square, up to the old Lotus hairpin, because it's technically not sponsored by that anymore. It does actually have a name, but I can't remember what it is. Coming through the tunnel, which of course is notorious for Michael Schumacher being run into the back of by Juan Pablo Montoya under the safety car. And of course, more recently here through the Nouvelle chicane where Charles Leclerc drove into the back of Brendan Hartley, I think it was, because he had a brake failure. Oh my word, I can't get it properly through into a swimming pool. I think that's called Rivage. I can't remember the exact name of the corner. And here, Rascasse, where Michael Schumacher also famously parked it, and blaming that the clutch had died on him, handing him pole position, but of course...
Engine temp is critical now. Watch those revs for a few laps until it gets under control.
Which of course technically did... Oh my god.
It's starting to overheat, so just try and take some of the heat out of it in some of the very slow corners. You're okay in the high speed stuff, it's just the tight corners.
As I was saying, which Michael Schumacher was demoted to the back of the grid for because he was found to have been cheating, or at least allegedly cheating. I'm not going to put my stance on that because Michael Schumacher was my absolute Formula 1 hero. As of modern day, it'd be more Fernando Alonso, but all-time greats. Schumacher is the top. Now I keep forgetting that I'm using F1 rules around here, so that means only one DRS straight, when in fact I can use it whenever the hell I want. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, and that's a spin. Oh, I can't get a spin properly. There we are. I think let's do one quick flying lap. I can improve on that 123. So I think 2016 spec cars could do a 1 minute 13. I just have the fastest I could do on the F1 2016 game. Right, here we go. DRS, curves, very wobbly on that corner exit. Hard on the brakes, T1. Oh, very nearly hitting the wall, that's incredible. DRS for initial run up the hill, close, going through entrance of Casino Square. Oh, bit of a wobble on, but he's held it. Trying to follow the slide with the car. Short burst of curves. Coming up to the old Lowe's hairpin. Wide entry, tight exit. Try and maximise as much space as you can on the road. Get a much more flowing run through this section. Incredibly tight wake and gain. The most marginal of lap time, but where it matters the most. Oh! Really a massive moment through the tunnel there. Really have to be very careful with the throttle here. Oh my word, feels like I have absolutely no traction. Oh, whack the wall, but that doesn't invalidate my lap, thank God for that. Oh, neither does that. Don't cut, don't cut, don't cut. Oh, thank the Lord. Right, one more lap. Let's do this one in anger. Because who doesn't love an angry lap? Oh, bollocks that one up. Right, let's try and go back to the pits. Put on maximum downforce, especially for the front. Go 12-12. We do here. Close the rad a little bit. Engine braking, put that up a tiny bit. ECU, right, let's whack that traction control all the way up. That fuel map we can't do much with, as you'd expect. Diff, that's fine as it is. Brake pressure, that's a 98. Yeah. Now save. And now we go again. I really hope the quality actually really comes out good on this video. One thing I have had to relearn in this car is that you cannot brake during corners. Like for example, gosh, your rears are just going to lock up. Oh, I mean, I'm not getting any locking, but you know what I mean? Like if you brake throughout the corner, that's the handling of the car. There we go, perfect example, understeer. So you've got to brake right before the corner, exactly as it should be. Straight on. I really want to try and get some tyre temp. Oh, I just chucked it in through swimming pool. I'm really getting some tyre temp in now. I think lap 3 is where I'm going to attack. I'm not too confident with the fronts. Lap 3 is where I'm going to attack. And I will have to mute the microphone. I can get in as much concentration as I can. Oh, whacked the wall a little bit, but I've saved it. Oh, proper slide as you're losing the grip from the rear. Don't have those big chunky rear tyres as you do from 2017 onwards. You're really rear limited on grip. Well, that felt more mechanical grip rather than tyre grip, to be honest. Am I on soft? I am on soft, so I'm getting the maximum grip from the tyres. It's just the rear anti-roll bars, I think. I'm 2/10 faster than my fastest lap. This is good improvement. Now I've got some proper front downforce now. Ah, lap time validated, but that's no problem. Oh, I can turn in so much better. Oh my word! Coming through the rivage, I can actually turn in so much greater. And look at that, even through all my mistakes, I'm still gaining time. Right, here we go. Microphone off, and enjoy the flying lap.
We need cool air into the radiators. Your engine's overheating.
Oh, well, that's buggered that. Let's see what it is anyway. Oh, word. Of course, I'm running auto gears because I do not have the mental concentration to run 100% full attack and concentrate on the gears at the same time, which I am trying to learn. For example, if I think I should be down a further gear to help me get some turn in on the corner, I will. Or if I need to shift up a bit earlier, I will. look at that. This is completely scrapped. Oh, you're joking me. Right, I'm going to start this recording again once I'm on the start of my next lap. Bloody hell.